Good morning everybody, I am in Cambridgeshire today and I'm going to take you to some chalk adits slash chalk caves I suppose they're called. Come along with me, I think you're going to like them. Come on. Very cool. Lovely porn magazine there. Won't obviously show you that. So this is our first adit. Basically, hello, sorry, welcome back. I haven't really sort of introduced myself. Hi, I'm Dan from Phoenix History. So we're in Cambridgeshire, like I sort of said, and we're just here to check out some chalk adits, which is part of a former disused chalk pit. And there's a few on here. We're going to start from the furthest one and then work our way down. In fact, actually, this one was blocked at one point. Beautiful, though. Do love a good chalk adit. The chalk pit itself dates from around the 1800s. So it's around that time, heavy chalk industry around this area. We are surrounded by farmland, so you can imagine that the chalk was probably converted into lime and then used for agricultural purposes, we assume, only because of its location. Beautiful chalk pit though. Lovely, lovely lot of chalk adits. Hopefully we can go for all of them. It's quite overgrown, which is quite exciting because I'm sure a lot of people have visited this. I don't actually know, but it's quite overgrown. So, Transformers. Nope, still some porno mags, but there's some advertisement for something else. I was like, that's interesting. Right. Very cool. Alright, number one done. Right. Number two. Oh. Shine some light on it. This one's massive. There you go. Little recess there. Oh my God. See, the interesting thing about these is they're actually, in my opinion, really beautiful, and they do vary in size and shape. And most people call them chalk caves. Their official terminology is a chalk adit, obviously. We've done a lot on this channel, and I love them. And the fact I'm in Cambridgeshire today, nice change of pace. Not unfamiliar this area, but I just found it really interesting that there wasn't a huge amount of history on this. Obviously I'm not exactly going to give the location away exactly because, you know, sometimes it's good to keep a few things to ourselves. It's pretty. It's all the green, the mould. It's like it's a huge trailer. Something. Maybe an old cart? I don't know, not an old, maybe? I don't know. What is that? What does that say? I can't read that. Oh, a frame of something, isn't it? I was going to say cart, but could have been something else. Oh, look at that. And they were digging this out. Amazing. See how dark that actually is. I mean, it's quite crazy to sort of think that there's a semi amount of light outside, but yeah, rather large. Got a few more to go. It's the ones at the far end that I'm dreading. They're a little bit more overgrown. Should be fun. Oh, dear. I know, Mr. Bird, I'm sorry. We're being told off by a bird here. Oh, wow. How cool is that? There's a little hole, leads off into the next adit. Just filled with rubbish, probably from the farmer. This is huge, this one, does it? I was going to say, does it curve round? Very hard to tell. Wow. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to keep saying wow. The size of these is incredible. Try and get round. Look at all this farming machinery. No idea what it is. Let's get right to the back. Loads and loads of rubbish. Look at the size of this one though. Very, very impressive. Actually, I mean, the farming machinery itself is a great piece of history. You know? Can't believe this exists. Can't believe how overgrown it is, which is just telling me though that whoever's last people to have visited haven't visited in a very long time. I've literally had to carve out a path for myself. Look at that. You see how flat that top of the roof is as they've carved a way through. Very, very impressive. Look at that, there's an old door there which I'd walk past, that an old wooden door. That's so cool. No more porn mags on the floor. Those only seem to be in the first one. God. Tell you what. It's the fact that they were these retro ones. You're like, oh, okay. It's a newspaper there. Yeah, 2009 that says on that. Look at that. That is so cool. Look, again, in the dark, without a torch, it's pretty damn dark, and then they'll illuminate. I really like this. But then I like chalk adits and chalk tunnels and anything underground really that's, you know, not too well known. So it kind of ticks the brief really for me, which I love. That's so cool though, that. we'll find that out on the next one. And then that's the last of like the main series of chalk adits, and there's a few that are going to be inaccessible. So, well, not inaccessible, but very difficult to get through. But hey, I like a challenge. Look at that. So cool. Let's keep going. Stinging nettles everywhere. Really careful where I tread here. Cool. Look at this. Oh my word. So that's that little hole that we saw on the other side. All manner of rubbish on this one. I was going to say, it looked like for a second it might have been another secondary tunnel, but it couldn't have been, because aiming in towards the other one, we would have seen it. I mean, these are quite impressive chalk adits. You know, they definitely tick the brief. Oh, some graffiti on here. CP. Oh no, it's JH. JL probably, don't know, or JP maybe? It's the first bit of solid chalk graffiti I've seen. Look at this though, honestly, wow. It's one of them old-fashioned, I'm assuming it's one of them old-fashioned hay bales, you know, when you put the hay bale on top and then it mechanically sort of moves it up to the top, I'm assuming. And then this is a cedar, isn't it? Planting whatever crop that is, I'm assuming, from my very limited knowledge on farming machinery, even though I grew up in the countryside, my mum would know more than me. She'd probably be screaming at me now going, I know this. Oh, look at that though. Actually, the farming machinery is actually just as interesting as the as the actual caves, tunnels, chalk adits themselves. They are chalk adits, by the way, but I'm just trying to sort of like, I know a lot of people like to sort of refer to them otherwise, so. Wow. And the roof again, really flat. Looks like there's a hole in that top bit there. Didn't see that, I'll have to look round at that one. Look at that though. Amazing. Little recess there. Yeah, look at that. Like a shaft there. Definitely purpose built. Quite funny how it could have been just a shaft. How fascinating. Almost looks like the top of a Dean hole. And they've just sort of carved this all out. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. Look at that. Wow, some rubbish up there as well. Love that, very cool. Right, well, I'd like to think I've got through the worst of that overgrown bit. No idea what we're going to encounter on this side though. Bloody hell. Well, I'll be damned. It's a tiny chalk adit. Technically it should be classed as a cave. I don't think we need to go into that, do we? Look, we can see they've been having a lovely little jolly up in there, I reckon. Nice bits of graffiti, 2021, see? Wasn't surprised that people were aware of this one. Amazed at how many adits there are though. That's what's impressing me. There's a few down here. I don't actually know how many there are. I've seen another one. But this one's a shallow one, it's quite weird. Sort of coming up the ridge going, oh god, hang on a minute. Can't be a drop down, but it sort of was. See all the spoils come over the top. Very nice though. Just love the chair and everything. You know, just sitting in my cave, having a little time to myself. Anyway, let's go and find the others. Be interesting. Come on. Right, so I'm just sort of looking, and there's another one of these sort of shallow. They almost look natural rather than actually man-made. These ones. There's a couple here that were next to the other one. That one definitely looked like it was at the start of a potential adit. But there's a few sort of shallow ones, so I'll have a look just round to the final edge. I don't think there's any more, but we can look, can't we? It's all this chalk fall here, look. How sketchy is that? So even with good grip on my boots, you still find a way of slipping over. Be nice if there was another one. No, I think that's it, because I could see from the other side of the road if there was any others, but yeah, and that's the edge of the quarry. Okay, cool. That's cool. Right, let's head back. Well everybody, I'll end my video here. What a beautiful piece of rural history. These chalk adits, like I said, not the first ones that I've done on this channel. Chalk adits, that's what they're named as, but most people would refer to them as chalk caves, which they can be used as. But brilliant. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry I couldn't find really much history on them, but we are surrounded by a lot of farmland, so my initial thought is probably that the chalk pit quarry workings were probably used for more agricultural purposes with the chalk, converting it into lime, etc, etc. You know all about that because I've done so many types of very similar stuff like this. It's just nice that I'm in Cambridgeshire for a change. How beautiful is that? Anyway, hopefully you like that wonderful little video. And in more words of Phoenix history, because history matters. Take care everybody, love to all of you. Ready? Kapow.